Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll set up to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand. and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. $35 that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Steelers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play two.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Yetur Gross-Matos. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Carter is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gabriel Davis, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Eluding the pressure right. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
They'll find Metcalf, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Devin Bush
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. They'll set up a throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. On the give, this is Harris.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Harris going to get it again on second down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Carter once more.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Nakobe Dean
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Looking to throw.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll go again with Carter. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carter will try the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A give up the middle to Carter.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
It's complete to Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a 1st down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. And that's complete to Davis. On the move past the 40.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Steelers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.